wonder if I can like my own live. Oh, I can't from here. Jeez. Ouch. Come one, come all. Hey, hey, Savvy. Welcome in. Welcome to the two. I tried to figure out StreamYards, the free version. So I'm here because I wanted to try and have a panel tonight. I never get this YouTube thing. Never. Yeah, I know, Savvy. But it's Saturday, so I figured, where's all my insomniacs? Welcome to the six. That should be the title of my next live. Is where's all my insomniacs? Where have all the insomniacs gone? Long time passing. I'm glad you're here, Savvy. Thank you. Well, yeah, I hear that. So, Savvy, what do you doing other than just being here? You know what I do when I'm bored, Savvy, is I read or I watch a movie or go for a walk. Candy Crush. Huh? Do you read, Savvy? Welcome to the two. Thank you for the one like. No way in hell am I walking my hood at this time of night. Yeah, I read sometimes. I love to read, Savvy, as you can see. And Savvy, I walk my street. I walk my hood at night, Savvy. I'm not scared. Hey, Gremlin, welcome. Hey, KK, welcome. Do you read any recommendations? Machiavelli by the Prince, Sun Tzu's The Art of War. You're welcome, Gremlin. I was going to do a sleep stream, but I don't think you guys want to see me sleep, do you? Gremlin, you already read them? Okay. The Bible. Um, A Night in King Arthur's Court. The Raven by um, Edgar Allan Poe. I only read the Cliff Notes of the Bible. Well, Gremlin, that's not good. Welcome to the fourth. Thank you for the one like, everybody. I wonder if I can like my own stream while I'm up here. Nope, I can't. Oh, well, I tried. Hey, MK. Oh, God. Hey, welcome in, MKG Gaming. Guys, MKG Gaming is not a troll. I've seen him in other chats. MKG, bruh. MKG Gaming is a good channel. So, especially the parts that take place when the Persians and Greeks were around. Okay, cool, Gremlin. Right? Yeah. Okay, MK. I'm just gonna call you MKG. I mean, it's easy for the both of us. I don't have to stutter and trip over my words trying to say your name. But I've seen you in other chats, so you're cool. MKG. I've been doing down Bronze Age Rabbit. I've been going nice, awesome. Awesome, Gremlin. I tried to do that StreamYards thing before coming on here. I don't know, nobody was coming in, and I put it to like the destination, like YouTube. Nobody was coming in, so I said, "To hell with it. I'll just go to YouTube and go live this way for right now." And besides, it's late, so I don't expect a lot of people to be in here tonight. So, welcome to the three. Thank you for the 2 likes, everybody. Yeah, right, Gremlin. I was just getting myself familiarized with StreamYards, like the chats, the banner, stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. It's 10:54, almost 11 p.m. here. So, well, thank you, MKG. I promise the next live will be much more exciting than this. So, I'm just getting back to doing lives in my own home. You know what I mean? Instead of just grabbing my phone and taking walks around, my city, which maybe I'll do tomorrow night. So. And MKG, you keep coming in my chats when I'm live, and I will make you a mod. So, I mean, I will make you. I would make you a mod now, but I've only seen you a few times here and there. So, I mean, but you keep coming here, keep showing your face, and or your channel handle, and I will make you a mod. Okay. I'm just very careful with who I make a mod, and right, Gremlin. And Gremlin, I'll make you a mod too soon. So I just haven't been live lately, and there's a lot of creeps on YouTube. So hey, Moon, you know what? You only need a mod if you have like 20 people. Yeah, no, but I mean, I like to make sure my back is covered and my channel is covered. You know what I mean? Because I got my haters and my trolls on YouTube, so you know, oh yeah, yeah, I know, right? Me. I mean, who would have thought that little old me would have? Hey, Moon, sorry, I didn't see you. Welcome in, Moon. Who would have thought that little old me, as nice as I am, would have trolls and haters? I know, Gremlin. Oh, I know, Gremlin. I know. It's yeah, but I mean, the nicer you are, the more people are gonna hate on you. So, well, thank you, Gremlin. I'm glad I'm back too. Derek, did you see that? You know, I heard that yesterday that Chudo and Katy Perry were dating. I I don't know. I don't know what's going on in this world where, like, isn't she old enough to be his daughter? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the heck this world is coming to. All we have to do, all we can do, is just take care of ourselves. Because let me tell you, no one is going to have your back like you are. You know what I mean? Right, Gremlin? Cheers. Cheers to that. Right, Noah? Fuck, I need a sugar mama. Forget I even said that. Well, welcome to the six, and thank you for the 3 likes, everybody. How old is Trudeau? I think he's in his 50s. I know. I think Trudeau's in his 50s, somewhere late 40s, maybe 50s area. I don't know. Yeah, Gremlin. I love movies. I love documentaries. I love horror movies, action. Um, what else? Sci-fi. Sweet. Any good ones on your mind at the moment? Let's see. Are you talking newer ones or older ones? Because I mean, have you seen Abigail? That's a That's a good movie. I'm not going to tell you the plot line, but Abigail is a good movie. What else? Yeah, so if you like horror movies, Gremlin, watch Abigail. It's without giving anything away, it's a vampire movie, and I'll leave it at that. Um, what else? Have you seen the new Terrifier or any of the Terrifier movies? Hey, sorry, guys, that was my friend that texted me. He hasn't heard from me in days. Um, not big into horror doesn't mean I won't watch it. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I just thought I'd come live and and maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll do a spiritual live every morning. You know, who knows? Hey, right, Gremlin? I should just let me get on StreamYards first and figure all that out. So yeah, I watch a lot of. I wa- do you like TV shows, Gremlin? Because if you do, then I got a killer TV show for you. Uh, Highlander. I know, Gremlin. I'm gonna go there this week, though. I'm gonna go back to that record store this week sometime. So stay tuned. Yeah, Highlander. I mean, yeah, Gremlin. It's a good series. Share screen. Maybe I'll go to the gym in the morning and do a live there too. I don't know. I do know I need a few hours of sleep though. So would you like me to? So Gremlin or whoever else is here, would you guys like to see me at the gym? Hitting the bag, maybe doing the treadmill, doing the weights. Sound off if you want to see me do that. All right, Gremlin. I gotta. I'll do that tomorrow then. Thanks, Gremlin. Hey, V team, it's been a while. How the hell have you been? I'm sorry if I'm not sounding myself right now. I'm just tired. This is like the third live I've done since I found out that I could go live from my laptop again. So, really, Gremlin, you could hear me read the phone book. Why? The V team, do we still have phone books? Oh fuck! What a fucking. Uh, thank you, Gremlin. I try to be interesting. I try to be entertaining, but there's days where I'm just not feeling it, and I'm just up here spewing out stuff. You know what, Gremlin? I would love to go to BC, Calgary, Manitoba, all those places. All right, Savvy. You know what? You don't have to stay in the chat for me. If you're tired, Savvy, you go right. You can go to bed. I'll be seeing you in chats again, and I hope you will stay tuned and catch my other lives. Okay, Savvy, because you're a good person. So good night, Savvy. Pleasant dreams. I'd love to go look for the. Oh yeah, right, Gremlin. I might actually go and do some cemetery vids tomorrow, or yeah, tomorrow before August ends. So what I'll do tomorrow is I'll do a few lives tomorrow. I'll do some cemetery. Hey, Witchy, welcome in. So tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll do a live at me at the gym, and then I'll come home, shower, whatever, have a few cups of coffee, wake up, and then I'll head out back out, and I'll do some cemetery vids. I'm pretty good. I don't think we do have phone books anymore. Oh yeah, I know V team. I've seen you in chats before. So I'm gonna do some lives tomorrow. Gym, cemetery vids. Yeah. They had hidden rooms to smuggle things in Chinatown. I heard about that, Gremlin. Awesome. Facts. Victoria is still a very beautiful. It is actually, but like everything else, Gremlin, Victoria and British Columbia has its trouble spots too. I mean, look at Hastings. Hey, downtown Victoria, man. That's a yeah. Hastings Street, man. That's a bad part of town. Right, Gremlin? Yeah, I heard about that. Can we go to Hastings Street, please? Are you kidding? No, no, nope, no. That's true, Gremlin. Yeah, right, V team. And I thought my city and Toronto were bad. And I'm not in Toronto. I'm before Toronto. Got to bypass London, Chatham, London, Hamilton. You got to bypass all those towns and cities, and then get to Toronto. Hey Terry, everybody, I'd like you to welcome in my good friend Terry Charms. She's been away for a while, but she's back. I'm happy to see you, Terry. Welcome. Terry's been on YouTube a long time. She's an OG. You're welcome, Terry. I hope you're feeling better. No, I said you're an OG, meaning YouTube. You're an OG. OG? Yeah. Welcome to the 6th. Thank you for the 5 likes. Oh, okay. What's old? Um, the tunnels in British Columbia where they used to smuggle things. Terry, Victoria, British Columbia. There's tunnels all over my country. Um, Gremlin, there's no cemeteries that are just dedicated to wars. There are veterans that are buried in cemeteries that are all over my city. If you get my drift, if you get what I'm saying, there's no cemeteries that is specifically dedicated to veterans. You know what I mean? We do have war memorials here, Gremlin. We have Korea, both world wars, Vietnam, because my country was very active in the Vietnam War in the 60s. When American boys were coming over here to escape the draft, Canadian boys were going over to the U.S. to go and enlist in the U.S. military to go fight communism in Vietnam. So, and there's a few Vietnam veterans that are buried in my city that died over there. One of them is, yeah, Terry, right? Vietnam was a horrible war. I always tell people you may not agree with the Vietnam War, but don't hate the guys that went over there. I mean, they were just doing what their country ordered them to do. But back to what I was telling Gremlin, there is a Vietnam veteran that is buried in my city, and his name is Larry Simonek. He was 19 when he died in Vietnam. He's actually from my city. Who sent them there? Gremlin, in the 60s in the US, they had what was called the draft. And it was a lottery played with human lives pretty much. And if your number came up in the 60s, if you were a teenage boy, then you went to Vietnam, Whether, like, if you were 18 and your number came up, Gremlin, you went to Vietnam. Because, I mean, the Vietnam War was a war that should not have happened. And I don't care. I'm probably going to lose friends on YouTube over this. It was a war that should not have happened. However, it did. And all we can do is just, I don't know. I mean, wars shouldn't happen, but they do. Whether it was, I mean, you know what, Gremlin? If we're going to talk about this, you want my honest opinion on this? Here it is. Real wars stopped after Korea. Okay, we had the War of 1812. Before that, we had the Revolutionary War. After those, we had both world wars. Those wars were actual wars. Korea, Korea was, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to mince words. Korea was a police action. Yeah, it was to stop communism. Okay. Then Vietnam came. Vietnam was a civil war between the North and the South, between North and South Vietnam. So, you guys getting what I'm putting down? I mean, wars don't. You're gonna get me talking into politics, and I fucking don't want to. I don't want to make my channel a political channel. But I could talk for hours and days on this shit. Gremlin, right, Terry? Also, point. Yeah, yeah, I agree. You're. I mean, How can you fight an enemy and win a war when you can't even see the damn enemy? You know. I agree, Terry. I think if we, I always say this. Why don't the policymakers go to war? You know, I mean, why don't the prime ministers and the presidents and the policymakers sitting in their ivory towers on their chairs go to war? See how they like it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to shut up. Because if I go any further, oh, fuck. It is, Gremlin. It used to be. It used to be president. You had to serve. Now they just have. I agree. I agree, Terry. Right, V team. Well, you guys. I agree, V team. Terry. I agree. Gremlin. Yep. Seems you guys really like this topic. Well, maybe I should have more of these topics every so often. I mean, I've never been one to mince words. I've always been one to say it how it is and stand for what is right. Welcome to the 7th. Thank you for the 6 likes. I'm going to stay on for an hour and then get off here and get a few hours of sleep. It is 35 minutes. I've been on for 35 minutes now, so. Gremlin, it is history, yes. Do you know anything about German guns? Do I, Terry? What, like the German Mauser, the the Luger? Um, the oh god, the little submachine gun with the clip in the front. I know my fair share. I also know my fair share about Canadian rifles and pistols. The Lee Enfield, the are just testing me. Hey Terry, you're funny. The MP40, yeah, Gremlin. That's what I was trying to think. Yeah, thank you, Gremlin. Yeah, the MP40. Um, if you want to talk about Wild West guns, the Gatling gun, the Winchester, the repeater, the 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 Sam Colt equalizer. Um, yeah, Colt 45. Yep. Did you know, Terry? Do you know who made the Colt? He was a colonel in the Union Army during the Civil War. Colonel Sam Colt. I know, Gremlin. I have not. It's been great seeing you. Yeah, you too, V Team. Please come back. The Remington. Yep, the Remingtons are nice. If you guys, we can go back further and talk about weapons of the days, the medieval times, such as the swords, the early knives, um, the catapults, crossbows. Gremlin, I heard that before. That's yeah. God created man. Samuel Colt made them equal. Battle axes, yes, Terry. Fuck it. It's my channel. If I'm gonna get fucking canceled by YouTube, there's a katana right there. The katana sword is one of my favorite swords. I have three katanas and one uh, officer's cavalry sword. How did the samurais get wiped out? Terry, I wish you were up on panel here. The samurais did not get wiped out. They just faded. Like the shadow warriors they were. Okay, there's still a lot of descendants around from the ancient samurais. Remember, the samurais did not get wiped out. They just faded into the shadows. Because what happens to somebody when people don't need them anymore? They fade. You know. Well, thank you, Terry. I try to make history. I mean, you know what? I thank you, Terry. You just you put a smile on my face. You like that, hey? The samurais were not wiped out. They just faded into the shadows like the warriors they were. That's poetry right there. Hmm. Hmm. Thank you, Terry. Gremlin. They're descendants at least. Yeah, they are. Yeah, there's still a lot of descendants today living that are descendants from the ancient samurais. And I mean, the samurais were and are warriors. I mean, they did not know the word of surrender or defeat. They would rather, you know what I mean, instead of saying, "Okay, I surrender," and that is what we lost today in this society. We have lost that sense of honor, that sense of loyalty, that sense of dignity. We have lost that. We've lost our sense of society. We've lost our sense of community. I mean, yeah, they were honorable, Terry. I mean, the samurais, they were very honorable. Yeah, yeah, right. And Gremlin, the samurais weren't around in the 1800s. They were around in the 11th century and before that in feudal Japan and China. Oh, they were? Oh, you're talking about the descendants. Okay, I thought maybe. Okay, sorry. I don't have my glasses on and I'm tired. You too, Moon, and I hope you come back. Hey, Karen. Yeah, there was. Awesome, Moon. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Yeah, right, Gremlin? But yeah, I mean, the samurais were very honorable, much like the Knights Templars were, which I have. I can get into a big conversation over the Templar Knights. I don't think they were. I think they were wrong, falsely accused by the papacy, the papacy rather, by the church, by the Vatican, by the Pope. I think it was just jealousy and hatred for the Templar Knights. You know, the yeah, they were, yeah, Terry, the Templar Knights were manipulated. Yeah, the church and the Vatican and the Pope gave them land, other property, money, everything, and said, "Okay, this is yours for what you did for us, for the church, for the Holy Land. Thank you. This is yours." Well, when the Templar Knights got too rich and too powerful and too um, influential, if that's the right word, they the Pope and the Church said, "Okay, that's it. We gotta sign a fake arrest warrant, and that's it." They were systematically hunted down and executed. The ones that escaped fled to places like Scotland, France, and they changed their name from the Templars to various other holy order names. Yeah, Gremlin, the King of France. Yeah, but it was all bullshit because the king was jealous of the Templar Knights. The Templar Knights were executed. Get this, Friday the 13th, 1307. Friday the 13th, 1307. That's the date and the year that the Templar Knights were executed. You guys ever wonder why Friday the 13th is such a taboo day? Why bad luck falls upon that day? Yeah, Terry, the secret society was already established. Yeah. I'm getting too into this right now. I could talk all night long about this. Terry, I don't know why. I probably lost a lot of subscribers talking about this now. Oh no, Terry, don't be sorry. Good, Gremlin, thank you. Right, Terry, thank you. Now, a little bit of Canadian history, if you guys want to know. What I'm going to do a little repeat of what I did earlier. The Black Donnellys, James Donnelly and his family, immigrated from Ireland in the early 1800s and settled in Lucan, Ontario. Well, which is now Lucan, but it used to be called the Doff Township. They were burned alive as they lay sleeping in their beds, the whole family, due to a feud. The Donnellys terrorized the whole town, and the town just had enough. Now, the question is, was it a few townspeople or the whole town? Gremlin, I agree. History does belong to be remembered or deserve to be remembered. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm going to stay on for another minute. I've been on for 49 minutes, so I hope you all enjoyed this live, and I'll see you all next time on my next live. And thank you all for coming out. Love you all very much. And I hope you all enjoyed this little history lesson on a little bit of everything. Thank you, Terry. You too. Hey, welcome in, Blunt Cake. You too. And I hope you all come back next time. I'll be going live again tomorrow. It's 11:35 p.m. here, so I'll be going live again tomorrow a few times. So, all right. I want to cut this off at exactly 50 minutes. Love you, everybody.